Márk Kékesi, and I'm a sociologist by education and one of the founders and the coordinators of a local refugee aid organization called the Migrant Solidarity Group of Szeged, or MigSzol Szeged, shortened in Hungarian. The group was established as an informal network of volunteers in summer 2015 when hundreds and then later thousands of refugees were arriving to southern Hungary, and then we needed to give a quick and efficient answer to a growing problem, as the government of Hungary was largely neglecting these people, only creating propaganda against immigrants with grabbing out the security aspect of the migration question and exaggerating and mongering fear among the citizens. But in the past more than 2 years, many things happened. Hungary closed down its southern borders in September 2015. Later, people were trying to cross illegally through these closed borders. And what we do since the border closure is trying to provide for the people who are detained in the so-called transit zones and trying to cooperate with other NGOs which currently have access to these people, because our organization never applied for access to the transit zone, as we didn't agree with the whole policy, and we didn't want to be the ones who are accepting the requirements to be granted permission. At the same time, since the very beginning, we tried to attain another goal, which is trying to shape the public discourse at the local level about the refugee question, as we were fully convinced, and we are fully convinced, that this is not a country of 10 million xenophobes, and unfortunately a lot of our compatriots are not willing to act accordingly to the government's will, and not willing to forget that these are human beings who are in a crisis and they need help. And turning your head away, or even going further and blame these people for actual problems in Hungary, is actually not a way to go. The group of volunteers which was established 2 years ago comprises of a lot of very different people. People from all backgrounds, all age groups, all levels of education, all sorts of professions. And this also underlines what I have just said, that this is not a country of purely xenophobic people. A lot of people jumped in immediately, as it was necessary to help people. And we are quite an independent organization, independent from any political parties. We are critical only with the government's migration policies. We don't go into details or questions about education or healthcare and other similar issues. And the reasons why people wanted to help the refugees were quite varied, from deeply religious commitment to political ideas, or simply humanity or humanitarian-based motives were present, or also escaping from a dying marriage, or just looking for company. And I'm very proud to be part of a rather colorful and very diverse organization which has one thing in common, that we consider refugees human beings. Not aliens, not invaders, not victims of some global processes, but individuals with their own wills and with their own goals and with their own fears and desires in life.